real shit. And we live.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Sober Swole podcast. My name is Jake Howard.
My name is Paul Rowe, along with the beautiful boys in blue, the Dodgers, baby.
Never heard of them. Anyway, so tonight, Ryan is manning the studio himself. We went to another wedding that ended up being, it started off masked and ended up not so masked. So we're hanging out at home. Paul's hanging out at home. He's just getting over a funk. So we're just better safe than sorry, it up, partying hard. Before we get rocking and rolling, I want to give a shout out to Gorilla Gains. That's gorilla-gains with a Z.com or at Gorilla Gains 15 on Instagram. You can check them out and you can get you some high performance apparel that you can wear in and out of the gym, on top of getting some great equipment that helps keep you safe while you're lifting. And use the discount code JAKE15 to save you 15% on your entire order. That's gorilla-gains.com, discount code JAKE15. Give some love to Royalty Nutrition. That's royaltynutrition.com or at Royalty Nutrition on Instagram. They are a supplement company that uses high quality ingredients in all of their formulations. They don't bullshit you. They don't make fake promises. They are a great high quality company that helps you claim your throne. Use the discount code 37HAKE to save 15% on your order. Get it now while everything is still on sale. That's right, royaltynutrition.com, discount code 37HAKE. I'm going to give some love to the FitOps Foundation. That's fitops.org. Check them out. They are a veteran-owned and operated not-for-profit company that helps veterans rediscover their purpose after their active duty military service. That's fitops.org. If you're looking for a great not-for-profit to donate to, go to fitops.org/donate. Paul, tell the folks what you're about.
Well, first off, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to tell you about is a meeting hall that I just been told. Wow, let's try that again. What I just got told recently is back open. That's right. My old men's group, the 4D, Fourth Dimension. We're at the Pigeon Coop. We're located over off of Rural and the 60, right behind the Denny's back there in the parking lot. If you want to check out any other meetings that are going on, because the 4D is a men's meeting only. So, ladies, if you are listening, check them out. It's pigeoncoop.org. You can check out the meeting hall and what meetings are going on, what day of the week. Secondly, I'm going to give a shout out to my boys. Speaking of their, the Jesus Christ, what is my deal tonight? Let's try that again.
Man, we took a week off. We're all fucked. So.
Yeah, right. So dealing with the rehabilitation, I'm going to give a shout out to my boy, Kyle Summers. It's my brother. I love him to death. And where he works at, it's called Purpose Healing Center. And what they are, they're addiction specialists. Kyle's a counselor over there. And if you're interested in getting any type of help, if you're any type of addict, it's not just geared towards drugs and alcohol. Any type of addict, eating, I don't know off the top of my head right now, but any type of addiction, check them out. It's purposehealingcenter.com. And if you want to reach out to Kyle, his name is Kyle Summers, and it's at Kyle Summers on Instagram. And also you can look him up on Facebook, Kyle Summers. Last but not least, the people that keep me from not being in a wheelchair or on crutches, that is Advanced Physical Therapy, advancedphysicaltherapy.com. You can check them out. Located in Gilbert. Wonderful staff. These guys have been helping me not only be able to walk again, but there's been issues in my shoulder and my elbow. They're helping me out with that. They are a kick-ass. I live now in Mesa, and they're still worth the drive for me to go down there 3 times a week to go get myself worked on, because that's how incredible they are. I'm going to shut up now because I need to recollect myself, make sure I know how to speak the English language. Jesus Christ.
You're all right.
I'm done, dude.
Hey, you're fine. You're fine. This all wouldn't be possible without Buy to Buy Studios. Thank you, DJ Squirrel, for going into the studio tonight and manning the helm without anybody there. We appreciate it. So yeah, the funk, huh? We all had the pukes and the shits, but not the
no warhorse,
not the beer bug.
Ryan, did you get sick at all?
Of course I did not get sick.
Yeah, I didn't think you did.
Why would I get sick? I wear a mask. No, but honestly, like in terms of like in terms of just like allergies and stuff like that, man, it's not been an issue. Like I went and played basketball for an hour. What is today? Wednesday, on I think on Monday night. Before I came home, and it was the first night that it got cool, and so like I walked in the door and I'm sweating, and my wife's like, "Why are you so hot when it's this cool outside?" I was like, "I was playing basketball," and like that night I like had on sweatpants, I had on like a you know a long sleeve shirt, I had on my robe, I had on my hat, and I was just trying to recalibrate the temperature of my body because like my nose was running and my sinuses started getting inflamed, but like that's like normal allergies. But no, I have not gotten sick like you guys have.
Lucky man. Lucky man.
There's no luck, sir. It's on purpose.
I told Britt if we're going anywhere again, I'm not doing it in an airport. So
Yeah, I'll go ahead and put on record right now that I'm not coming to Friendsgiving. I appreciate the invitation, but I've come over to the last two shenanigans that you had a good time, and have no ill will towards you for having another party, but it is the worst it's ever been, so I'm not going to get cocky now. That's it.
yeah, stuff has gotten a little bit more weird, huh?
No, it's not a little more weird. Like it's the worst it's ever been.
Right. Paul, also with the Friendsgiving, I have to talk it over with the boss. I think we might be coming. I'm not sure.
I was hoping everyone's going to come because my parents are coming out. And my sister's coming out with my brother-in-law. First time my sister's come out to visit us in the 5 years I've been living out here.
Well, hey, like I'm not saying no.
No. I know. And I'd respect you guys if you guys didn't want to come. Like, I respect Brian. I get it. Like, shit's going crazy right now, man. Like, numbers, like Texas just scored the highest reported number of COVID to date.
No, they were the first to cross the 1 million case line.
Correct.
Everything is bigger in Texas.
Well, it's because in Texas they don't give a shit. They'll fucking let people still party at bars. They fucking let games happen. They let audience or fans come watch the games. Like, they don't give a shit. And I appreciate that about them. But at the same time, it's like, look what's going on. I know. It's I get it. But yeah, dude, back to not shitting and puking. Like, literally, I was telling the boys before the show started, it was The Exorcist at my house. It was so bad, man. And I get sick literally once a year. And this is about the time, anywhere between October to December. Like last year, this is why I'm very confident that I had COVID, because I was sicker longer than I've ever been sicker before in my life. I was sick for over 3 weeks, where this time I was sick between, Monday I was kind of feeling a little bit, but literally I was sick between Tuesday and Friday. So 4 days compared to 3 weeks. So that's why I'm confident that I already had COVID back in the day, but it is what it is. I had the stomach flu. It was fucking horrible. The only thing I could recommend to people that worked for me was Sprite, grilled cheese, and chicken noodle soup, man.
Well, my culinary chef, he had it before they said it was in the United States. He went and got like all the symptoms and all the funky stuff. He was saying, he swears up and down, he went and got tested. He had the antibodies for it before it even started hitting bad. And I mean, I don't like, he's not the first person I've heard something like that from, but
We had our annual Christmas Eve party last year. I go out there every other year because I only get the kids every other year for Christmas. We were out there last year. Same party that happens every fucking year. This is the first time ever 19 out of 40 people got sick like I did. And that was in December going into January. So technically all of January we were all sick. And that's why my mother's the one who told me once all the COVID shit started coming down, hey, I think we already had this. I think we got the antibodies to this, because how is it that we always have this party and then all of a sudden almost 50% of the party is sick right before this shit comes out? No, whatever. I don't know.
Do you know how long the antibodies last?
What's that?
Do you know how long the antibodies last?
No, I don't. I haven't done any research on that.
You said antibodies like 4 times.
Well, because I figured.
Hate to break it to you, bro, but if you got it in January, your antibodies are gone.
What's that?
If you got it in January, your antibodies are gone.
So is it different than with a virus and a bacterial infection? Because I was told
they don't last forever.
Either one, but one of them, once you have that sickness, you have the antibodies for life.
No, who said that? What source?
Fuck, dude, I can't remember.
You don't know. It's hearsay. They said that the testing that has actually been done has shown that the antibodies, if they hang around a long time, that the maximum time they hang out is 7 months. So if you got it in January,
viral and bacterial,
bro, listen to what I'm telling you. The tests that are dedicated to COVID state that the maximum amount of time that they have detected antibodies in someone who had it was 7 months. You got it in January, you're vulnerable. That's what that means.
That's COVID though. And is COVID considered a viral or bacterial?
It is whatever it is. It's probably yeah. But what the important thing is,
you guys keep cutting out. I can't hear what you guys are saying.
The important thing is you can't. You should get tested, one way or the other. It's free, and I'm sure there's one close by you. So you should definitely go get tested. So you know either way, just so it's done. So you know one way or the other.
Des wanted me to get tested last week.
Yeah, you could go do it tomorrow. It's free.
Yeah, I know it's free.
It's not going to be fun.
Clinic right down the street.
I haven't felt sick, so I haven't gone to get it done, but I wanted to get it done just to say that I don't have it, because on my app, every time I log on to it, every day, it asks you, have you been in contact with someone who has COVID, or do you feel symptomatic? And you have to say no. And if you don't, then you have to talk to customer service every day. So when I'm sick, I'm down on everything. Like, there's nothing I can do. So it's in my family's best interest to be able to work every day. And that's been the case this entire year. So, I mean, I don't feel lucky because I'm in many different people's homes. I worked directly with someone who sat in my passenger seat who had COVID and who got 5 tests done because he got positives and negatives the first 4 times. So that was early on. That was in May. So the testing has gotten way better. It's gotten more efficient. And now apparently there's a vaccine on the way. So, yeah, it doesn't take much for you to know for sure. That's all I'm saying.
No, it doesn't.
So anyway, how about them Cowboys?
Trash.
Speaking of Texas, how's America's team doing?
Speaking of football, me and Des made a wager, and since my team fucking lost, I have to wash her car in a bedazzled jersey of a Raiders out in the driveway, and she's going to film it and put it out on social media.
Good. I need that.
No, not good.
It doesn't really sound like you're taking a loss.
What's that?
It doesn't really sound like you're taking a loss.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like,
that's light work, bro. In terms of betting, that's light.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, true. I agree. And even that fucking Cardinals game, dude, that shit was wild, man.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I could not believe that. Oh, dude.
I saw some highlights. I don't think I saw the Cardinals highlights though.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. And the
I
fact
was
the
happy.
fucking
Sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, I was happy the Texans won a football game. We're doing
I know my
last
Bears
year.
lost again. I know they're the most overrated 5-win team in the NFL so far. That's all I know, and that's all I just, yeah. You have 2 wins. We
They're
were
out of
five
control
and
this
we were
year.
5-1.
Hey, that's better than the Jets.
Oh yeah, the Jets. The Jets are
Dude,
the
that
Jets.
Monday night game, they should have fucking won that game.
No, I thought it was appropriate because Tom Brady shit the bed against Aaron Rodgers, and then Cam Newton led the team back to a W. So it was like the week before, it was the exact opposite. Cam had a tough
Yep.
game, and then Brady went the fuck off. So it's the parody of the NFL.
Very true, man. Very true. All right. So, hey, I was going to
Yeah.
tell you guys, and since we're on the radio,
Radio?
that's
Big
what
time,
I'm
God damn.
big time radio.
God damn.
That's what I'm calling it, the radio, man. Anyways, so last week sucks. Not only was I going through the sickness of everything going on, I went to an endocrinologist on Monday, and that was referred to me by my doctor because my levels for my testosterone, I had some blood work done, came back low. Well, they retested me at the endocrinologist, kind of find out that my testosterone level is at 92. I'm 38 years old, and the normal level at my age is about 400 to 600.
Whoa.
I'm showing the active levels of a 75-year-old right now. So there's 2 hormones that are in control of this, that work through the pituitary gland and essentially give information down to the testicles for sperm and for testosterone. And so with the levels as low as mine are, the endocrinologist wanted me to get further testing done, which I had done. And if they come back the way he thinks they're going to come back, being that I'm 38 and it's so low, they're being underworked, which means that there is a tumor or growth on my pituitary gland, which at that point in time, it would have to go get an MRI done and determine what the size of it is, and then I'd have to go into surgery and have the shit cut out. So found out that's the reason why for the last couple of weeks I've been, because I'm on medication, everyone knows, I'm bipolar, depressed, but I've been on medication for about 6 months now, and it's balanced me out. Everything's been good. However, for the last couple of weeks, I've been just really tired every single day. Zero motivation. Have every want in the world to go to the gym every day, and I'll find a justification for it. Like the fact that I went today was a miracle in itself, because I'll find any reason to just not go, and I just want to sit on the couch, not getting fucked up, not doing any of that. Just I have zero energy to do anything, and even though I'm getting 8 hours of sleep a night, I'm dead ass tired when I wake up. And come to find out, it's because of my low testosterone level. And what that can do is it can also cause a hormonal imbalance, which are the 2 specific hormones that I mentioned earlier that I'm getting further tested on, that can control my hormone levels as to why I'm feeling so lethargic, no energy, depressed, even though I'm on medication. And I was just like, damn, man. So I had a little woe's me moment over the weekend, and finally decided, I was like, oh, fuck this shit, dude. I'm over it. I'm done being a little bitch, and I'm going to fucking do something about it. So I got up this morning. I had the day off, got paid for having the day off because it's Veterans Day. Salute to all my motherfuckers out there like you, Mr. Howard, for serving our country and having it be Veterans Day. And I got paid what was that? I heard a little expert.
Oh,
It was applause.
And so yeah, I got up this morning, took my dogs to the park, and went to the gym, and then lost my keys at fucking Costco, which was a horrible fucking time. Retraced my steps, walked through the store, looked all through my truck, could not fucking find them. Walked 5.1 miles back to my house from Costco, which was fun. Come to find out that I don't know where my spare key is. Des doesn't know where it's at either. So now I gotta call X or Ford tomorrow and figure out how to get a fucking key so I can get back to my truck.
so not only do you have the testosterone of a 75-year-old man,
Wow.
you have the brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally acting like one. I honestly, I kept telling myself I would have heard my keys fall onto the floor if I would have pulled them out. I didn't pull them out anywhere. Like, I have my keys always in the same spot, always in the same pocket. And the shorts that I was wearing today, there's no reason for me to have my pocket or my hand in that pocket other than to pull them out and get in my truck. And when I went out to my truck, I was like, what the fuck? And retraced my steps all through the parking lot, all through the store, asked if anyone returned them. Nothing. It's not the only weird shit that's been going on with me lately, dude. On, what's today, Wednesday? Monday, I'm sitting at my desk, the round table in my dining room, and the opposing chair that's sitting right in front of me fucking moves on its own. No animals around. All my 4 dogs are outside. My 2 cats are upstairs.
You got 2 cats now? Sorry. Anyway.
Yeah. We have 2 cats. So, motherfucking chair moves on its own. Like, and Des was like, oh, the house is settling, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, no, this shit moved at a horizontal fucking motion on its own. And that's not the first time that's the first time movements happen. It's not the first time weird shit's happened at my house. And then about an hour after that happened, I left to go meet up with Donovan at his house because he's on house arrest now. And so yeah, he's got his wonderful bracelet around his ankle. And Monday now is our day to hang out because he can't go anywhere. So I'll drive out there for the last couple of weeks and we'll watch Monday Night Football, cook dinner, hang out, just so he has someone to hang out with. So I'm pulling out of my driveway, my horn honks. I'm like, oh shit, I must hit it. Start pulling out. Man, I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. I'm hitting it. It's still going. I put it on park, turn off my car, hit the horn, turns off. All right. Start the car, start it again, go about another 20 feet. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? There's nothing pushing on it. Nothing. Hit it, nothing. Pull over, turn it off, hit it once, turns off. Start the car again. I leave my neighborhood, go to Donovan's. Doesn't happen. Hasn't happened since Monday. Yeah. Weird shit, man.
Yeah, that sounds pretty weird.
Yeah.
I mean, the car thing with your truck, I mean, I'm thinking that could more than likely just be a wiring thing. More than likely.
It was just at the shop last week, and all the wiring was checked and everything because I come to find out my rear lights weren't working. And I guess it was because by me hitting the brake, the line that attaches to the light, I guess it getting compounded where the fuse snapped. So the connection snapped. So he had to replace that. And that was just done a week ago. Like the weekend before, actually the Friday before the Halloween party. So not this last Friday, but the Friday before.
Okay.
So everything was checked in my truck. It was just Little weird shit. Like if I were to tell you the other shit that would happen, where I've fucking literally seen someone walk in my peripheral, and I fucking felt someone breathing on me, like you would think I was fucking crazy. That's why I don't tell Des any of this shit. I don't even know why I'm bringing it up right now. Like
Well,
this shit's real.
it's because you're safe here, buddy.
Yeah, I am.
No, I'm an avid follower of Ghost Adventures. You ever seen that show?
Yo, yes. Yes,
The
I
big
have.
fucking douchebag.
Uh-huh. It's on Netflix, isn't it?
Hulu, and then
Hulu, that's right.
yeah, and then their new episodes are happening now every week. I don't know. Maybe you should get a hold of those clowns and have them come check your house out.
Well, true story. Over the weekend, we bought sage. Because Jeff said if we buy sage and burn it around the house, it'll cleanse it.
Uh huh. Have you done that yet?
You're telling me Leah doesn't know how to do that?
What's that?
You telling me that Leah doesn't know how to do that?
I didn't even talk to Leah about that. It's a good point, though.
I feel like that's right up her alley.
That's right up her alley. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, no, it's still sitting in my kitchen on the counter. That's a good point, though. I'll reach out to her.
Call her right now. Get her on the show. Let's just do a whole paranormal. Let's do a full paranormal episode.
It's almost her bedtime.
Oh,
Like she goes to bed super early.
Well, I mean, go figure. You know, you've had so many near death experiences, and now you're maybe having another one, and now all this freaky ghosty shit's happening, man. It's all about it's all making sense. It's all coming together.
No, not at all, dude. The only other time I've ever had any type of ghost like situation was me and my friends. I wasn't driving yet, so I was either 14 or 15. There's 4 of us. There was 3 guys and a girl, and we're up in my room on my bed. My neighbor across the street had bought a Ouija board. You know, this is the mid-90s, you know? So everyone thought this shit was real. And so we put the Ouija board on my bed. Everyone starts freaking out because it's moving. Everyone's fucking saying, no one touched it, blah, 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 blah. So we run downstairs, outside. And back then, my parents had a balcony. And all 4 of us looked at the exact same time. And we saw this person standing at the corner of the balcony looking down at us. Well, we thought it was my dad playing a joke on us because he was telling us earlier, hey, why are you guys doing that shit? It's not real, blah, blah, blah. So we run inside the house. And my father's laying on the floor with his feet in my mother's lap getting a foot massage. And we're like, there's no way in hell that he could have ran downstairs and not be out of breath and lay on the floor as relaxed as he is. And we're like, were you just upstairs? He's like, no, been down here this whole time. Heard you shitheads run outside, though. I was like, and so all of us were like, nope, never touched it again. And that's the only time I've ever had any type of, because all 4 of us fucking saw it. That's the only other ghost experience I've ever had in my life. Fuck. Out of pod, man. Shit.
Oh,
Man.
oh.
So, yeah, man. It's all about, shitting or getting off the pot, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I did today, man. I just decided to get off the pot and not be a little girl and decided to do something about it. And because it now makes sense hearing last week what was going on with my testosterone, because I've been having sorry, my hip just popped. Talk about 75-year-olds. We got 4 minutes before time runs out. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll make it quick. So, damn it, I lost my train of thought now. Damn it, Ryan.
Hey, it's okay. Think about it and get back to it
now.
and then hey Ryan, why don't you let everybody, why don't you play some that sweet ass royalty commercial we got. Get back.
There you go. Perfect.
Hey, it's Warhorse. Do you want your workouts to look like this? Or do you want your workouts to slay? When Warhorse picks his pre-workout, he wants it to slay. If you want second place, go with somebody else. If you want to be a champion, go with Royalty Nutrition.
I don't know what screen I was on. Isn't that right? Where did you guys go? Oh, man. Oh, what just happened, B? There he is.
There we go.
You guys
there
left and came back? I didn't get to turn the feed off.
What happened?
I didn't get to reset the room. You guys did it too quick.
Oh, well, then I guess we'll leave real quick again, right?
Yep. Leave real quick again. They get 2 doses of Warhorse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Warhorse. Do you want your workouts to look like this? Or do you want your workouts to slay? When Warhorse picks his pre-workout, he wants it to slay. If you want second place, go with somebody else. If you want to be a champion, go with Royalty Nutrition.
This is what was supposed to happen the first time.
There we go.
Still don't
Hey,
know
buddy.
what happened the last time.
Hey,
That was bananas.
just let you know, the Twitch was still playing. I have it pulled up here.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, so I think
No. Twitch isn't going to turn off. It's just Zoom. Because it has the 40-minute limit.
for a recording.
Yes, sir. But I am feeding Zoom into Ecamm for Twitch. So Twitch stays on regardless of what we do on this end, and that's why I was trying to use the new interview function, so we didn't have a time limit.
Well, I'll
But
be sure to order
I had
some,
no idea it was an actual thing until I tried to use it, which was at 7:20 tonight. So, yeah, next time we try to do it, we know exactly what to do, and we can have headphones ready, and it'll probably be Gucci.
Yeah.
All those things. What's up, Paulie? Speak, son, so I can make sure we can hear you.
Paul.
Hi.
There we go. All right, we're back.
And we are back. Now, what I lost my train of thought was talking about, hey, what are you doing? Dog's licking my toe. Sorry.
Sure it is. Sure.
Thought the ghost was licking your toe.
About shitting or getting off the pot, and I decided about, finally doing this, but excuse me, something about it, because last week I was feeling really fountain turned on, freaked me out, man. Sorry, I'm on edge, man, at my house. Sorry. Anyways, last week I was having a lot of self-doubt about myself, feeling fat because I haven't worked out. I've literally been eating shit food because I've been just self-medicating essentially with food. It's been my comfort thing, and I've been eating shit food like Top Ramen and grilled cheese sandwiches and chicken noodle soup and like just horrible shit, where finally Monday Donovan kickstarted it for me. I went over to his house and we went and watched football, and we had, dude, a bomb ass meal. I had a 8-ounce fillet of salmon, Alaskan salmon, with cooked Brussels sprouts and is it banana nut squash? So it's a squash where you have to peel it. It's in the shape of like an oval almost. Is that banana nut squash?
I think, yeah.
Okay.
You had spaghetti squash?
Okay, yeah. And so he cubed it up. Same thing with the Brussels sprouts. Oven baked it, threw in the sauce, and that was the bed for the salmon. Dude, I was like, all right, that's it. So like all this week I've been eating healthy. Finally, yesterday I had to go to my physical therapy, and it was my last appointment because I only had 60 visits for my insurance. So that's going to free up a lot of my time now to be able to go to the gym. So I wasn't able to go last night, and then on Monday I was out with Donovan. So I went today and going to go tomorrow, going to go Friday. And then I have Saturday cleaning out the whole fucking garage because all my family's coming out the week after for Friendsgiving, which I'm super stoked about. Hey, speaking of which, Ryan, we're going golfing on that Friday morning, me and my brother-in-law. If you want to come along, and Jake, I don't know if you golf, but more welcome.
What Friday?
I attempted once.
Oh, we got an extra set of clubs if you need one. And Ryan, what were you asking?
What Friday?
Okay, the Friendsgiving, it's the 19th, right?
The 19th,
I don't have a calendar in front of me right now.
Yeah. Well, Thanksgiving is the 26th, so it's the week before?
It's the week before, the
Okay.
Saturday before, correct.
The Saturday before is the 21st.
21st. All right, so it would be the 20th, that Friday.
That Friday, okay.
So if you're down, let me know.
Shoot me a textical message,
Okay.
and I will run it through my calendar. Because
Perfect. Well, shit, dude, it would be even cheaper if we were to head down to you anyways. Fucking Santan is pretty cheap.
Johnson Ranch?
Yeah, Johnson Ranch.
Hell yeah, I'll walk over there.
I was gonna say it's right in your fucking neighborhood, dude. So if you're down, I'd be down to drive down there. It's cheap as fuck.
Hit them pokey
It's
stops.
not a bad course.
What is cheap to you?
$30.
Okay. No, I'm just asking for a barometer.
Yeah, no, $30.
Yeah.
Because typically, especially at this time of year, you're looking at anywhere from 70 to 110.
Yep.
So I'd be down to drive a little bit.
That sounds ridiculous.
Well, you gotta think it's fucking beautiful out, man. Because, dude, if you've ever golfed in the summer, Ryan can contest to this. Like, even if you're fucking teeing off at 5:45 and you're done by 9, you're sweating your ass off.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't doubt that.
So that's why, like, come this time, like those times in the summer, you're golfing for $20, no problem. But once all the snowbirds start coming into town, you can jack up the prices. The weather's nice out.
I can't talk. I mean, a bodybuilding competition's like $2,000 in total. If you want to get technical about it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I stopped doing it along with that diet.
The most undisciplined person I've ever seen.
All right, I'm going to stop talking. I feel like I've been talking this whole time. What else are we going to talk about, boys?
Get the fuck out of here.
You got a lot to talk about. What do you mean? As you simultaneously take a drink. That was impressive. Nothing says I don't want to talk anymore like taking a drink.
Well, I mean, this is Ryan's show. Take over, buddy.
No, this is not Ryan's show.
You're the only one at the studio.
That just means that I'm still the wizard behind the curtain. That's all that means.
Yeah, we can see that because we can't see your face.
No, I have lighting set up and everything. It's ready to go to see me, but you don't get to decide that.
I want to give another quick shout out here. Actually, a guy I know named Trevor Goody. He's a bodybuilder who has he's worked past his speech impediment, and he's a really cool guy, real interesting character. And I've told him, whenever he wants to, whenever he feels comfortable enough to get on the show, I would love to have him on because he's got a great story to tell. But he decided to start his own clothing company, and he makes shorts and pants. The thing with Trevor is he's a big fan of like old school clothing. So check these out.
What kind of old school clothing?
Check these out.
Are those elastic, like stretchy pants?
Yeah, they're like the OG like polyester kind of.
Yeah. That's dope, dude.
Dude, I wear these all the time. They're super cozy. I've got more coming in the mail. It's at LIDDLES clothing on Instagram and buylittles.com. That's my boy Trevor.
That's dope. Is it coming up?
Oh, they're already out. You can go buy some.
What I'm saying is his company, is it like coming up?
Yeah, he just started it a few months ago.
Hell yeah, dude.
He took his. He's got a regular 9-to-5 job, but he took this opportunity, this extra time at home, and made himself productive, and made it a whole new line of income. So I'm proud of him.
That's dope. And from Texas?
Yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah, dude.
He was. We just started shooting the shit one day. And he's worked on it, but when I first started talking to him, he had a really, really bad stutter, and you could tell like he had to stop and like process his words and things.
Oh, yeah.
And like as we got to know each other better, and he got more comfortable, he was able to talk more. He's got such a good heart, and I love the guy. So I wish him nothing but the best, and I'll support his business forever.
That's dope, dude.
My dad and mom were high school
Anybody that
sweethearts.
has a speech impediment. I don't know if you guys have ever heard it come from me.
No, never.
Yeah, like I had 6 years of speech therapy growing up. Shit fucking sucked, man. I was you ever seen Sixth Sense?
Yeah.
Stuttering Stanley?
Yep.
That was me. I couldn't say my S's or my R's. Even to this day, I have a hard time saying S's.
S's?
My dad had a real bad speech impediment growing up, and he and my mom were high school sweethearts, and she's like the one who gave him the confidence to actually talk. And
No way.
And then the fact that he wound up being a DJ professionally for like 20 years of his life was crazy. Radio
That's
jock for
dope.
15 years. Like, yeah, so I got mad respect for people who overcome speech impediments.
That's a cool story, man. That's a really cool story. The fact that they're still together, and that, not to mention, God, I mean, being a DJ, that's what it's about. Getting on the mic, talking, getting people revved up.
Honestly,
The fact that he was
though,
able to overcome that, that's awesome.
it's funny though, because I tried to avoid. I don't want to say avoid talking, but I tried to make it less about me. And my dad is through and through a showman, so his events were always about him. Like he was always the center of whatever wedding, whatever ceremony he was doing. He wound up being the thing that they talked about at the end of the night. Like I wanted that as well, but just because I provided such a soundtrack that the entire evening was good for everyone from whatever perspective, their vantage point. My dad was the center of attention. He rocked the fuck out of parties for a long time. We were talking about it.
I got to hear you play one time, and that was at that. It was like a rooftop place that had a pool.
Yeah,
it was at
Luster.
nighttime.
Yeah.
That was the only time I ever got to hear you DJ.
Well, hopefully you heard me on a good night.
Isn't that it's a different type of DJing, isn't it? I mean, if you're doing parties and things, aren't you supposed to not just use the music? You're supposed to use like more of like a in-person radio personality kind of thing?
Yeah. It's that so for weddings, like I'm most vocal when I do weddings because, you're the MC, you're the master of ceremony. So it's your job to direct traffic essentially. But yeah, no, kudos all day to DJs who are very vocal and, that's part of their performance. that's just not my style. So I never really gravitated toward it. I always like being behind the scenes.
Case in point.
Yep.
Damn. Hey, Ryan, have you looked at the Twitch analytics, man? We're pulling some ass tonight, baby.
What does pulling some ass mean?
And we got like me and somebody else watching.
Yes. And that might be me. I don't know if I closed it out when I looked at it on my phone.
See, we took a week off. We fucked our whole thing.
Oh yeah, it was that one week.
I'll be honest though, man. Would I like a lot of people to be listening to us, of course, but I really look forward to this every week. Just shooting on YouTube.
And I'm sorry, but I needed to take last week off, man. I was like,
there's no point in you guys
and emotionally just drained.
There's no point in you guys coming on here when you're like that. That's not interesting to watch.
No, and it's all good, man. Like we all need that. It's balance, right, with everything in life.
Yep.
And I was not about it. Like dude, Wednesday was a bad fucking day. I guarantee you, I would have already been off camera at least 6 times going to shit or puke.
Yeah.
So it's it's good that it happened, but to get back to what I was saying before is like, I just really enjoy fucking hanging out with you guys and talking with you guys. If we get something beneficial from it, other than me being selfish to the fact that I feel better after we're done talking, even better, man.
I don't define therapy as a session sitting down with a psychologist or a psychiatrist.
Neither do I.
That's not therapy to me. That's medicinal.
Correct.
This is recreational therapy, in my opinion. So it's like cannabis. Some people need it for aches and pains, and other people use it for that and enjoyment. And now it's legal. Yay!
Shout out to Arizona.
Yay!
Does that take effect on
January 1?
Nope, November 30th.
November, like this November.
January 1.
Well, and then it's not actually in effect for dispensaries to be able to distribute out until they're projecting March.
I heard May. So yeah, it's for the end of the first quarter.
Because I am a advocate. Like I don't like smoking weed. I don't like the smell. Hate me all you want, man, but I do enjoy a good edible.
Who would hate you for that?
When shit is funky. So
who would hate you for not liking the smell?
Yeah, exactly. No one's gonna hate you for that.
It's some juvenile shit. Like people always do. You don't like the way weed tastes and smells, you fucking pussy. And like, no.
There are people that say that about drinking too. Oh, you can't drink tequila, you pussy? Well, I don't enjoy tequila, so no.
Yeah, exactly. But if you want, like this is what I'm gonna be doing. Like come November 30th, you can start growing on your own. And what I like about that is I'm going to be able to really reduce the level of THC and maximize the level of CBD, and to be able to put it in any type of form that I want. If I want it to be a topical, if I want it to be an edible, if I want it to be a smoke or inhalant like a smoke. And that's what I'm really looking forward to, is just the botany of it, and not to just get fucked up and high. Like I like the fact that I'm going to be able to have it at my house. Not have to pay for it. I trust it. I know what's in it. I know how it was growing. Everything.
You're gonna eat chips right now?
What?
The answer is yes. Yes, Jake. He is going to eat tortilla chips.
Man, I figured like last year we had this talk about, hey man, don't eat while you're on camera.
Chips and salsa, bro. I was fucking starving, man. I didn't think you could hear me. Like, I've been eating for the last 5 minutes, and now you bring it up.
And now you're talking with food in your mouth, so it's even better.
You fucking sleazeball. Jesus Christ. God damn disgusting.
I'm sorry to my 2 listeners. I apologize.
Oh, we were just at 3, so you just scared somebody away.
Did I just scare somebody away?
Thanks a lot, man.
Oh, shit.
You know, hey Paul, I know you started this off with something pretty heavy, man, and some weird ghost talk, but I'm glad that you did. I'm glad that you were able to get that off your chest and talk about it, because it's something pretty serious. I think that I'm a big advocate for any guy over the age of 30 to go and get their hormone levels checked and looked at more often than not, simply just because if you keep your hormones balanced the way they're supposed to be, it'll help prevent a lot of typical male health problems that come along as we age. And it's a good thing that it got caught. You've been way better and open to taking charge of your health. That's a real big deal, man.
Yeah, no, I definitely, it's because I finally understood that, you know what, I'm not getting any younger. And unfortunately, like, this is the only body that was given to me. And I caused a lot of abuse to it in the younger years. And so I'm doing whatever I can to make sure that if something is going on, figure it out right now. And so I knew some shit was wrong, dude. Like, that's what I am appreciative, you know, of me going into Looney Bin about, is the fact that I saw a psychiatrist, and which that led me to realize, hey, guess what? I'm bipolar, which led me to get medication, which then led me to get balanced out and to be able to have a conversation like this and not or complete opposite, just not talk at all. Like I just had so many manic episodes where it was high, low, lows, and finally I've been able to get balanced out. And that's when last couple of weeks I was like, yo, dude, there's something going on, man. Like, I'm tired. I don't jerk off. Like, I can't get an erection. Like, I don't have sex. Like, it wasn't just an ego or a pride thing of the fact that I couldn't get an erection. It was just like, there's something off, man. Like, I should not be this fucking tired all the time.
If I can't get an erection, then I'm going to see somebody.
What's that?
If I cannot get an erection, I'm going to see somebody.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
And that's never been a problem since I was 12. So more often than not, it's unwarranted. So yeah,
you're my age, dude, and that, like, again, that's
hold on. How old are you?
Norm for our age.
How old are you, Paul?
38.
Okay, you're older than me. Let's maintain that.
By 1 year, bro. By 1 year.
That's how math works.
There seems to be a lot of problem with how math works going on in the country.
God damn.
Anyway,
How about I just bypass that real quick?
I was gonna.
No, he really wanted to input his 1.2%.
Oh yeah, I know what exactly he's doing.
And so that's all the airtime he gets is 1.2.
Dr. Joe, baby. All day.
Back to obscurity.
All day.
I ain't scared. I ain't embarrassed.
No, but the coup is real and it's going down. So
hey,
buckle up.
Hey, that's what I've been telling people too. It's like, I really don't think people realize, it's like, I would have been talking shit either way this election would have gone. Like, I would have made the exact same posts with the exact same.
I'm just confused. I'm confused why people like you who have energy to joke don't talk about the seriousness of it, though.
What,
like the fact that he is using every single loophole in the Constitution to try and alleviate or to try and eliminate the voting process. Like, that is a gigantic. That's treason.
See, what I think is going to happen is he's going to lose even harder.
Based off of what? What evidence?
That's just how I feel. There's no evidence.
Okay, well that's talking. Speaking of the trending, no evidence.
Yeah.
All of this is happening with no evidence. So the fact that anybody can have warm or feelings of any kind of security right now is wild, because the Democrats are so soft that they don't play hardball. They won't stop it. They'll just let it fucking happen and hope for the right result. And that's not how leadership works. So I'm as disappointed in the Democrats as I am in the Republicans, because I'm not hearing any Republicans talk bad about the process. Because if this shit would have gone down with Obama, like end of his second term, imagine if he said, nah, fuck this process, let's go to the Constitution. And went through and they would have talked about how all of these rules are made up. They would have talked about, and on top of the votes, them saying that, there's fraud. And then today they say, oh, Trump won Alaska. How? If the votes are bad, how does Mitch McConnell still get in if the vote is bad? Why would you leave him in there? It's so, and no one's talking about it. No one's talking about the lack of procedure. They're just letting it happen.
And it's so blatant, though. That's what cracks me.
It's super blatant.
Cracks me. It's what pisses me off. It's so fucking blatant. They don't give a shit. That's what blows my mind, man. Yep. So let me ask you this, Ryan. Regardless of who was going to win, Trump or Biden,
yep.
Do you feel that there was going to be a civil war regardless of who won?
Not a chance.
Not a chance?
Not a chance.
Regardless of who won?
Not a chance.
Why do you say that? Who
is responsible for starting the Civil War?
Well, you know who Antifa is, correct?
No. There's only one organization that's threatening people, that's threatening safety, and there was only one side that was parading up and down streets with flags everywhere. There was only one side who is gaslighting this entire process. Antifa is an idea. Trump is a mob. So if civil war goes down, it'll be the good boys, the Proud Boys, who their leader came out and said, I'm tired of not saying I'm a Nazi. He said that today. I'm tired of hiding my face, my true colors. So, and they're the ones responsible for it, but the actual authority that exists doesn't give a fuck about what they think, because as soon as they start causing issues, there's going to be pushback, and they don't have the stomach for that. Because who are these people? You can't even name names. Like, you can't even name names of the leader. You can't name names of it. It's the whole idea of supremacy is that you're able to be to operate and execute fuckery on the low. They don't want to do it because they want to be able to go and clock in on Monday. They're not self-sufficient. So if they were self-sufficient, then sure, they would be a threat or legitimacy. But they've tried to secede from the Union before, and slavery was at stake. What's at stake now?
No, and I think even the whole reason why I brought up Antifa was I wasn't bringing them up to say, hey, guess what? Look out.
You led with Antifa, bro. You led with Antifa.
Huh?
You led with Antifa. So you did purposely mean to bring them up because it was the first thing out of your mouth.
No, I asked, have you heard of Antifa?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
It was a simple yes or no. But the whole reason why I brought them up is that they're one organization. I don't think they have any fucking power to do anything.
They're not the ones threatening anybody.
What's that?
They're not the ones threatening anybody.
No, they're not. Well, they are.
On a Joe Jorgensen scale, maybe. I could do this all night.
Okay.
That's what being part of the 98.4% is. You look at both sides, and even the people cheering from the peanut gallery.
So do you feel that Biden won?
The numbers, the evidence is there.
You feel that is correct or accurate evidence?
Do you know what the percentage of voter fraud is?
No, I don't.
1 in every 1.7 million ballots are false.
And where did you get that information from?
From the government. That's the median average over the last 5 elections. You can bring in conjecture and talk about the government not being great. 'Cause, yeah, nobody's perfect, but counting math still works. Even though you think
According
one
to-
isn't
yes,
a big
math
deal
does
greater
work,
than
but
zero,
we don't know
you're
who's
still
doing
older.
the math.
No, but again, there's literally no evidence so far from all of the Trump allegations. He's gone 0 for 16 with all of the courts, and they are laughing at them in court. And their lawyers are pulling out because they don't want it to ruin their own reputation.
Oh no, I agree with you on that. I've been seeing that too.
So zero
It's
evidence
ridiculous.
versus 1 in 1.7 million fraudulent votes over the last 5 years. And the amount of votes that they're talking about that could be potentially fraudulent are in the hundreds. So none of it matters. None of it matters.
Yeah.
And the unwillingness of the loser and the loser's party to concede shows their true colors even more. Because it's not about following the rules. Oh, it's about following the rules when they're not in charge. And then when they're not in charge, it's all about how long we can stretch this out and how much we can make it difficult for them when they do take over. It's petty Olympics.
It'll definitely be interesting to see what's going to happen. That's for damn sure.
But no civil war. I don't want to shoot either of you guys, and we disagree every time.
Yep. No,
I've got
I
no
think-
reason to want to shoot either of you.
I think most of this is not going to be like a full blown, North versus South. I think it's going to be more of a everyone is more loudly talking shit to each other, kind of like a cold Civil War posturing kind of thing. And hopefully we all figure out how to come back together at the end of the day.
But why do we keep using military terms? We're
It's the
talking.
only thing that's really comparable to, because if you think about the USSR and the United States and how they built these great arsenals and they just like pointed their dicks at each other repeatedly until they decided to kind of like back off and kind of just glare at each other.
Yeah, but those are enemies. We're talking about Americans. That's not. Why would we talk about war?
See, in the actual Civil War, no one was actually an enemy at the.
Yeah. Black people were in the center of it. It was slavery. There's no slavery
Right.
now. Why would we want to go to war with each other? We're all Americans.
Because it's just how this whole
it's
red
posturing.
versus blue divide has made everybody.
No. It's a choice.
No, yeah, it's a choice.
It's a choice. And people have chosen that racism isn't a deal breaker. 55% of women, white women, and just as many white men thought that slavery, it's okay. It's not a deal breaker. Utah, it was literally on the fucking ballot. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
200,000 people in Utah thought that it would be okay to use slavery language still. Oh, god damn. Special.
No, I think what Jake was getting the point across was, even though, it's all Americans, that social divide that's been made, because I've heard it time and time again from Biden supporters that everybody in Trump's side is all white supremacists. They're all fucking racist people. They just promote propaganda about how
No, that's what Fox News says.
And
that's what Fox News says.
That's what I'm talking about is the Civil War. Is how you're going to have a difference of people going against each other. One side saying, "Hey, we're not fucking racist." The other side saying, "Yeah, we are. Yeah, you are racist." And then
that's not worth fighting over. Still not worth fighting over, because you can prove you're not racist by your ideals and by the choices you make. And if you choose not to do that, which all these people have chosen not to do, which is why they push back, why All Lives Matter came after Black Lives Matter, which all these organizations on the right wing are always a response to something that's progressive. It's always about them being able to be proud boys. That's all that it is. And they call themselves boys. Why wouldn't you say proud men?
true.
The symbolism is all over the place, dude.
If I remember right,
It's hilarious.
if I remember right, when Gavin McInnes was formed it was based off a song. It's a song, and it was "We're Proud of You, Boy" or something like that.
Yeah, unoriginal.
I can't. I think it was. Yeah,
And
Like,
MAG
this
is
whole
not
thing
even
was supposed to be
original.
based off of a joke, and it turned into this radicalized shit show.
Terrorist organization.
Yeah, McGinnis, during
Yeah.
this whole making this Proud Boys group, said some really problematic, dumb shit, and that became the doctrine. And that's why he distanced himself from the group and was like, I want nothing to do with it. Oops, I created a monster. It wasn't my fault. When, yeah, it is. So, ugh.
But there's no pushback against that. Like, you got it, just people just kind of let it play out because it's Joe Jorgensen numbers. It's not a real threat. It's the radical. It's the extremist. It's the fringe. Until they kill somebody, and then they align themselves with the people in charge, and they not only don't denounce it, and then they start retweeting, and then they start stand back and stand buying, and yeah, it's all, yeah. So that racism, all of that is baked in because the choices are made to align themselves with people who support that. And it's all based out of money or tradition or pride. It's never about love. It's never about benevolence, which is why you see me post all the time. The MAGA benevolence continues because none of it is positive. None of it's heartwarming. None of it gives you the feels. If it does, it's in the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, it matters. All that shit. All that shit, racism. That's why you get baked into all of that shit. Is because you don't push back against it. You just, it's like when police kill people that are unarmed. Instead of police saying, hey, let's get rid of the guy who's fucking us all over, you protect him and then you pay him and you disappear him and then you give him another job somewhere. All of this enabling is just, and all of this silence, all of this indifference, it's all just allowing it to keep happening. While the other side continues to have to push back, continues to have to push, keep pushing, put Black Lives Matters on the fucking street and on their jerseys and on the floor and in the rafters because it has to be in your face in order for you to take it serious. But instead, what the unbothered people will do is they'll go, oh, I'm tired of seeing it. Oh, remember the good old days when politics was outside of sports? And then they become distractions. So that's only one side, bro. The other side is LGBTQAI plus something I can't even pronounce. Pronouns I don't care to know. All that shit. That is all way past my level of involvement as well. But guess what? I respect it because it's done out of acknowledgement and understanding and benevolence and giving them representation. It's all positive. It's the exact opposite. Yes, it's one or the other. So if a civil war goes down, it's going to be Proud Boys on their little dick energy. All day. And then everybody will pump their chest and say, come get my gun at my house. Which has nothing to do with you being on the streets and being active. So again, the energy, when people tell you who they are and they show you who they are, you have to believe them. They aren't tricksters. They aren't magicians. All these people aren't magicians. They aren't.
Yep.
If anything, they're just shapeshifters because they're hypocrites. And they're proud and they're loud and they're arrogant. All in a negative, antagonizing, gaslighting direction. That's one side, bro. One side. I'd lost, refused to take the L. One side does that. And so now everybody's showing clips of George W. Bush and John McCain because they're like, oh, remember when it used to be, when Republicans used to play fair? Remember when they used to care about, the process? All that shit's thrown out the window. We're all just watching it. Talking how annoyed we are of politics while you're just enjoying your backyard.
Literally.
That's the American privilege. That's what we're doing. And we're doing that toward other Americans, not even toward actual enemies. Not toward foreign, not toward Russia, not toward our actual declared enemies. We're doing that to our neighbors.
Yep.
Awesome.
And what's funny, it's not funny, is that it costs a lot more energy to expel out negative than it does to expel out positive energy.
But you know what travels faster?
Negative.
A lie.
Lie travels. Oh, is it a lie gets around the world twice before the truth even gets halfway?
I think it's
Something like
5
that?
Is that how
times.
it goes?
Something like that, yeah.
Yep.
Because it's more
Jeez.
salacious. It's more interesting.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean, you remember back in high school, rumors,
Yeah.
how, Sarah's a slut. And then all of a sudden everyone knew Sarah was a slut. But
Yeah.
Sarah had only ever held hands with Billy once.
And what was the premise of that hate? It was all little dick energy. Same thing.
Yep.
It's emotional immaturity.
Exactly.
I don't like feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because a lot of people, and from my experience, they don't want to even try to accept or treat change as a positive thing.
Yeah.
Change is scary. Change is, oh my God, that's no longer how it's been done the way it's been done for the last 100 years. But yeah, no shit. Guess what? 100 years before that, it wasn't done that way either. That's what happens. Things progress. They evolve. Fucking move on, man.
But how are we supposed to move on when people are literally they're
Exactly.
literally
How
interrupting
do we
the
move on?
process? We have to get rid of people who are toxic.
Yep.
Just like any kind of when you have a relapse. They don't give you drugs, do they?
Nope.
You got to get that shit out of your system.
Where'd you go?
He said fuck being seen. I'm not worried about my poor lighting anymore.
No, sorry. I'm trying to stoke my fire. I was listening.
Well, we've got less than a minute before this cuts off anyway, so it's probably good timing.
Well, hey, do you boys want to keep going or you want to go?
Do we have something to talk about so I can stop talking politics, please?
I don't know. It sounded kind of like we were on a roll. I don't know.
As long as you guys don't mind me eating, because I'm fucking starving.
Yeah. No, we're not gonna do that.
Over.
We're not gonna do that.
Well, you go eat. I gotta squat. So I love you both. I miss you. Hopefully maybe next week I can come back in, Ryan.
If you stop being so bold.
Okay. All right, man. Well, I love you boys.
Love you too. Have a good night,
Love
gents.
you guys.
All right. Thank you for listening to the Sober Swole podcast, everybody.
Peace out.
Thank you guys. Love you all three. Love you. Bye.